Call me William Afton, the way I want to put a child in that animatronic. And no, I can't do it. I can't do that one. I don't like that one. I think it's kind of lame. I think it's overused. Let me think. Call me Bonsai Buddy, the way I'm gonna be stuck in your system. Anyways, hey everybody, and welcome back to D1AL-ogue. Last time we came face to face with our old memories of our sister Michelle, who is seemingly not Michelle, the current Michelle at the very least. But yeah, with that said, let's get into the SNS. Oh, checked all SNS feeds from day 1-7. Oh wait, I got an achievement for that. Is this the final day? Is it? Oh, okay. Anyways, brilliant radiance piercing the night, largest chromatic zenith set for tomorrow, Chroma City standard. At the peak of Polar Night Day, when Chroma City's deepest darkness arrives, the 45th chromatic zenith, watched by the whole world, will raise its spectacular curtain tomorrow, the 21st, at 8 p.m. The entire sky is a screen, hologram paranoia covering the city. At 8 p.m. sharp, when the event begins, a supergiant panoramic hologram covering the entire city will unfold, using the pollution layer of the stratosphere as a screen. This artificial light source, observable from anywhere in the city center, will erase the pitch black polar night and paint over it with Chroma City's brilliant colors. The first half of the performance epically depicts Chroma City's great journey from an ordinary industrial complex to the past of the supergiant city-state with the spread of the Sunshine Corps' neon shine. In the following main stage, performances by global popular artists, and the special melody by O'Hara, the protagonist of Buff Girl, series that is exploding in popularity among citizens recently, are prepared to add to the festival's heat. Alright, so Chromatic Zenith is going to be tomorrow. Everyone's going to be having a little bit of a party. Polar Night Day is going to be coming. It's a good time. Large-scale bloodshed in the city's center. Morning glory and high-level ties suspected. Achromatic press. The large-scale rally that took place in Dark Brown Street last afternoon, the 19th, escalated into extreme bloodshed, causing great shock among the city. The excessive suppression by the stabilizers and citizen fatalities during the protest became the trigger, turning a peaceful rally into an armed riot in an instant. It is understood that the anti-government terrorist group Morning Glory intervened at the scene, inciting citizens and supplying weapons. Of particular note in the situation was the military-spec high-performance firearms spotted by the protester side. Experts raised this possibility that high-ranking forces within Chroma City supporting Morning Glory from behind for power struggles, stating equipment impossible for civilian organizations to obtain independently was distributed in large quantities, so the rocket launchers from yesterday. The situation was forcibly suppressed only after Sunshine Corps' summary executioners, the city government special forces, and the Grey Unit were deployed, but it left significant casualties and property damage. Mayor Lucas stated in an emergency statement, "I express deep regret over the tragic situation and will do my utmost to settle the accident immediately." He also specified that the Chromatic Zenith, scheduled a day later, will be held without setbacks. The mayor appealed for citizen unity, saying this event will go beyond a simple festival, to become a light of remembrance binding unwounded citizens together and a milestone of new hope. So he's trying to, turn around a tragedy. Huh. Yeah, it is kind of strange. I guess someone higher up really was servicing them, or getting some weaponry for the protesters. Violation of terms of service. What? Oh, what? NeonNet Network Administration. The noise account has been permanently suspended and closed for seriously violating Article 24 of Chrome City, National Security and Urban Civilization Act, incitement of insurrection, and dissemination of false facts. The NeonNet Service Operation Regulations. Reasons for blocking. Suspicion of collusion with and participation in or operations of anti-government terrorist organization Morning Glory. They did post an article on supporting Morning Glory before. Directing a Dark Brown Street riot behind the scenes and inciting armed struggle against citizens, causing social chaos through the dissemination of malicious false facts regarding nanocatalysts and LDS, attempting to neutralize the public power of the Urban Stability Agency, USA, and seriously impairing the Urban Happiness Index. Viewing, saving, and sharing posts by the noise, or any act advocating for the group, is considered aiding and abetting anti-state terrorism, and strictly notified as subject to immediately summary punishment without exception. Order is peace, and the light of neon protects you. Oh, so they just got kicked out. They're done. Jeez. Huh. I feel bad about what happened with Orca. I hope her condition hasn't gotten worse. It's almost time for Miss Orca's appointment. I should hurry. Open up and prepare for the maintenance in advance. No texting Michelle today, huh? Hello, Chris. I'm here for the follow-up inspection as discussed. Is your condition... Are you okay? I wouldn't say I'm comfy, but I'm much better. I had people cheering for me, and I felt rewarded for running to this repair shop as well. That's good news. There's no moment more proud than feeling like you've lived well. I also want to be someone who gives you that sense of pride, Chris. You already are. Because of your model and request details, Orca, I feel like my technical limits are being tested. Unlike repairing general eaves, you utilize multi-purpose high-output units. Possessing high performance often means the repair difficulty is higher or breakdowns are more frequent. Despite that, it seems I've been paying the standard repair fees. Guardian of the streets. I can't be greedy when repairing a buff girl. Don't do that! Alright. To tell you the truth, it's because the criteria for setting repair fees are ambiguous. The parts required and the usage patterns vary for every customer. Adjusting the fee every single time is annoying. And it's hard to turn customers away. I think I understand. What if it's more expensive than expected? Will I make a wasted trip? People do have those thoughts. And likely, the better the service provided, the stronger those worries become. Exactly. Since dialogue is a luxury concept that also doubles as psychological therapy, I need to alleviate those anxieties. Of course, for a luxury place, I do use a lot of outdated dial equipment. Shall we call it vintage then? Vintage sounds good. Orca. It's time to receive your vintage maintenance. Are you ready? Orca's request. Synchronization check after Orca's body transplant. Target moves 70. Alright. Open up. The timing ones are very difficult. I will say, oh my gosh, you want me to build one of those? That's like a tier 5, I think. Probably, right? It's actually, it might actually be better to do this one for up here first. I usually go for the lower tiers, but that's a level 3. I mean, it's kind of the same. Whatever, just do this. Make some yellows. We'll be fine, probably. Okay, nice, nice. Got some collateral. In a good way. Move this over here. Here. Nice. I do want to turn things yellow. Turning things yellow would be very, very good. I don't really need to do that right now. Ah, my body's trembling on its own. Okay, Orca. Alright. Let's do a little bit of, this over here. You do have enough for a transfer. I could actually transfer this. Something like this, right? Yeah. Tap it. Huh? Oh no, it's trying to take this unit, which is not good. It's not. I don't really need to do anything about that though yet. At the moment, at the least. Move this over here. No. Move this here. We're doing well. I can actually make the... I can make the new part now. Here we go. Push this up here. Doesn't seem like it's gonna cause anything. Move this one up. Also seems fine, I think. And we're good for this repair. I'm going to check the synchronization level with the replaced body. You might feel a strong simulation. Yeah. Hey. It's normal. This is normal. I feel like something huge was swinging around me like that. Swinging me around like a toy. I don't know exactly what that feeling is. But feeling a sensation means it's normal. If it were yesterday, you wouldn't have felt a thing. If it hurt, I'll guide you more clearly next time. Rather than pain, it felt like defeat. Feet. Sorry, my bad. You never heard that. I never said that, actually. If you really think about it, I'm mute now. Like, I realize that my brain is, you know what I mean? Like, I think, therefore I am. You know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna trust you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, yeah. Alright, Orca. Let's continue with the repair. Just here is fine. We do need a big blue one though, which is a little bit of an issue, but it's kind of okay. It's gonna be alright, I think. Do some of this. A little bit of red. Not the dead kind of redemption kind, but suitable nonetheless. Oh, I don't want to do that. No. Let me do something like this. No. That doesn't work. But if I did something like that, it would work. Nice. I don't want to waste any of these little things over here either. I'll turn this into a red. Why not? I don't see a reason why not to. Actually, that's perfect, isn't it? Nice. I need a tier 3 red over here. And I can make it, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. Is there any way I can pair it or much more efficiently? Maybe? I don't really like that. I thought about it, though. Maybe... if I somehow drag you over... yeah. If I somehow drag you down here... No. Not that far. Drag you down. Place you here. Get you here? Good enough, honestly. Tap you down. Drag this here. Drag this right over here. And I misplaced it, so one move off. But it should be fine. Chris? You are an adult, right? I am, but... why do you ask so suddenly? I understood that humans grow over time. But... your childhood appearance and your current look don't match very well. If that's a sensitive topic, I apologize. Don't worry about it. It's something I need to overcome. And regarding that polar night of that day, I don't think I feel much burden about it. Most of my stress and obsession seems to be based on what happened after, rather than the accident itself. Anyways, I know you as an extrovert, Orca, but you speak as if you're seeing human growth for the first time. It's my first time seeing it. I like active behavior, but most of my social relationships are only ones with Eves at work. I don't have many chances to meet humans, and developing long-term relationships is even rarer. We have an unexpected commonality. Alright, let's get back in it. I could transform some things into... how do I cancel? I cancel like that. Because I don't want to build it up too quickly at the very least. I don't think that's a good idea. Huh. Let's do some of this then. I didn't mean to do that. But I can definitely make some lemons out of or yeah, I can turn the situation around, you know what I mean? Alright, let's see. Maybe some of this. No. I mean, I guess it could work. Don't really want to do that, though. Let's go over here, sort out these red ones. And this is the last required unit, so... I can do basically whatever I want to the board. That seems alright. Yeah. I don't know. I am enjoying this game, by the way, if you haven't been able to tell, which is also, you know, the reason why I made an entire series on it. I don't usually make series for dialogue games. I usually just play them in one run. But, like, knowing that it was, like, a game similar to VA-HAL-11A, I thought to myself, hey, this is gonna take a while. I remember the one issue with VA-HAL-11A that people keep bringing up is the fact that it's too long for YouTube playthroughs. And by everyone bringing it up, I mean literally just me. I think the only one who's ever brought that up, like, in the universe, like in the history of the universe, that's I am the one who brings it up. One, you know what I mean? Gojo Satoru, kind of like description, you know, whatever. But yeah, like the problem with Valhalla is that one, it spoke on topics that people weren't really like too comfortable with in general speaking about. And two, well, it was just too long for like a YouTube live stream or a playthrough that was like, you know, in this era of YouTube at the very least. It's weird to say this era of YouTube, by the way. I don't actually want to turn that yellow. I would rather turn you red. I could be red, or I could be yellow. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? I could blue. I could be blue, or I could be purple. I don't actually know how the song goes. I could be da 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 da. I could be any color you like. I can't sing. I can't sing right now. That's alright. But yeah. That's why you don't see a lot of people playing it. Or at the very least, you see people doing like single episodes of this series and then never returning to it. Because it's too much for them to handle. They can't handle that much dialogue. Pun not intended, but like it's there. It's there. I'm not gonna like remove it from existence. It's definitely there. But yeah, this actually is a double cascade, which is kind of nice. Quite good, quite good. This doesn't really help me too much though. Let's try. I don't really want to do that. It'd be much easier if that just went into there perfectly, but no. But yeah, no. I am enjoying the game. It's very, very nice. Actually, let's make you into a red, so I can actually... Can I do anything fancy over here, maybe? I don't really need to be honest, but like, it would be cool. It would be cool. No, I don't think I can. Whatever. Do this. Turn this back into a blue. Boop. So I can farm another blue. Go over here. I think it's one tier up. Or 2 tiers up, maybe, even. We'll have to see. But yeah. Also, there is one thing that, like, Valhalla just never delved into, which is romance. Which is weird to, like, actually see. Because, I don't know, they just, like, never... Well, besides romance of side characters, they didn't have any self-insert romance. Am I, like, super interested in that? Not really. I'm just saying that it's, like, a little bit different of an experience. And that's cool. I don't even want to make that. What am I trying to do? I thought about making it for a second, but I really don't. Let's do a little bit of yellow mongering, if you will. Double cascade. Make another one of these. I want to turn it blue, and I can, so I will. It is over here, though. Is there a way I can finagle it? No, there's no way. I'd rather just do this, honestly. Alright. Oh. Tap, tap. And we're done. Elite Rescuer. Repaired Orca perfectly. Received a good evaluation for all repairs. Nice. Synchronization with the transplanted body was good, so I finished it quickly. The synchronization with the transplanted body was good, but that's the last of the follow-up maintenance. If there are no uncomfortable parts, we'll finish here. Are there any discomfort? None at all. It might be different when I go out on the field and use my strength. But the sensation itself is very clear. That's a relief. After replacing parts on the scale, some Eves occasionally experience a bit of panic. It's similar to an identity crisis. Is that so? Parts were changed. But I think I'm just me. That's fascinating. The story of the ship of Theseus is famous. The ship of Theseus with all of its parts replaced, and a new ship made from those parts. The question is, which one is the ship of Theseus? The ship of Theseus is the ship of Theseus. It's the owner of the newly built ship, Theseus. Is the owner of the newly built ship, Theseus? Well, I don't think that was mentioned specifically. That's a fun opinion I've never heard before. Like, as long as it's owned by Theseus, I guess so. It's his ship. Orca's philosophy is pure, but somewhat unique. It must be your own philosophy that creates the conviction to jump into the scenes of horror and tragedy without hesitation. This story acts as a question about essence. The parts of the ship, meaning the body and the recognition that this is the ship of Theseus, it questions which of the two is the essence. Right. Countless philosophers must have presented their own answers, but I simply defined it as, I don't know. I momentarily lost focus at her unexpected absurd answer. Orca saying, I don't know, with such confidence. I thought that confident attitude, even more than usual, was amusing. I'm not the ship of Theseus. I'm not Theseus, nor am I the sailor on that ship. I'm not the carpenter who replaced the planks, nor even the person from that area. As someone who knows nothing, I can't discuss the essence, can I? I mean, you literally are the thing in question, so I guess you... I mean, what you say is, you know, kind of a given. As in, like, you are the definer, you are the defining definer. Are you talking about qualification? Rather than qualification, I see it as a problem of cognition. Let's talk about humans and Eves. It's about the soul, which we discussed yesterday. You said Eves who haven't reflected enough on their self often suffer from a desire for attention or recognition, right? Yeah. I also had this worry. Around a similar time. It must be a similar topic. Saying Eves don't have souls is ultimately an extension of the discussion on essence and value as a life form. Do you believe in the existence of a soul? It's invisible, cannot be felt, and lacks sufficient academic evidence. The word believe itself is attached to facts that aren't even clear. Are you saying it doesn't exist? Nope. I wanted to say we don't know if it exists or not. A superposition. If our essence is the soul, and we can't even judge if it exists, how can we define ourselves? Chris, you said that with this maintenance, I've effectively acquired a new body. Then am I a different Orca? No, I don't think so. Of course, it's not the result of deep reflection. Then, what if my personality was transferred to a completely different model of Eve? That would also be Orca. The conditions are a bit different from the ship of Theseus. The condition that appearance and function are completely different. Even so, without a moment of hesitation, I said that it was Orca. The truth is unknowable. Any one of them could be Orca. Maybe not, or maybe only partially correct. The real Orca might have died yesterday, and I might just be a replacement. Because truth is difficult. That's quite a scary story. Then Orca, what conclusion did you reach? I like how it also parallels with his sister, like the situation he's having. Because I don't know. I decided to live my best. If I can't know what the essence is, I'll just do my best for every Orca. From where I felt, the world was full of complex and incomprehensible things. Being right and being perfect, it was harder to find things that made sense. Actions thought to be right sometimes hurt someone, and information believed to be true changes overnight. ... After thinking that, I felt I should live even more sorry. I felt I should live even more diligently. Whether there is a soul or not, whether I'm an Eve or human. Thinking that value is not defined by me made my hesitation disappear, and allowed me to do my best in rescue work. I think the opposite is often true as well. The fact that no matter what you do, it might not be right. Seems to make it hard to find motivation. Maybe it's a perk of my job. It's a tough job, but it's one that requires less worrying, isn't it? Saving someone. At least makes it hard to be a bad person. That's an interesting opinion. And to happen to be the advice I needed right now. I'm glad. I was starting to worry that I was just rambling on about things only I like. I started to worry that I was just rambling endlessly. You like those stories too, Chris. I don't know much about it, but I don't dislike it either. It was a good talk, Orca. Likewise. Thank you, Chris. When recalling memories, in the conflict with Michelle, and even in the past, I couldn't avoid being indebted to Orca. She probably wouldn't want it, but I hope to have a chance to repay her. Customer comment, and I made it. Perfect synchronizations. It's so clear. It feels as if my nervous system has become one with your fingertips. What do you mean by that? I thought only Lene and Prey were gonna be like the romantic interests of this series. Hey, speaking of, Prey. You must have been busy right now. What's up? Prey visited unexpectedly. The timing was perfect. Following Leanne and Orca's advice, I was organizing my feelings about Michelle. And I had an unexpected snag. I was just thinking, Prey might be able to help. With Buff Girl O'Hara about to end, I thought she'd be incredibly busy. I came for one last visit before it gets really busy. I have to work myself to death today. How's your body holding up? Body? Ah, right. I was feeling a bit under the weather. Did you come all this way because you were worried about that? Not really. No, actually, that is why. I even asked you out on a date. Oh, now you say it. Well, I mean, you did say it, but like, now, yeah. So I can't back out just for this. Date? Ah, you mean the meal plan on Polar... Chris, can you be more dense? I'm sorry, like, I've been holding it in, but like, now I'm mad. Technically, it's a date. ... You dense bastard! Yeah, get him! Get his ass! When a girl comes to you this strong, shouldn't you at least take a hint? Wait a second. Wait just a second. What did you say? You wouldn't know a hint if it bit you. You useless yunch. Seriously. Wait a minute. We've been so comfortable with each other. I never thought about it that way. Honestly speaking, we even shared our fetishes. and we've seen everything there is to see about each other. Plus, you never said it directly. You moron! You didn't hear me when I said it. Now what? I never said it? A scene flashed through my mind for a moment. Prey looking dejected, asking to just grab a meal together. Don't tell me. That day you came by, smiling strangely. What did you say back then? ... I hate it. I wonder what she hates. What do you mean? Oh, I'm sorry. I can't save this man. I can't save this man. Prey, stop. Hold on, Prey. I have something to tell you, seriously. If it's a lie, I'll make you taste iron in your mouth. You mean I'll bleed? You mean your fist will end up in my mouth? My fist will go into your mouth. And you will bleed. And I'm going to need compensation for your rudeness. This is separate from lying. Compensation. The reward Prey loves. I'll give you as much as you want. Good. Talk. Okay. It's about Michelle. Michelle? Ah, your sister. It's ambiguous if she's my sister, but Yes, that Michelle. I think you might be able to help with what she's going through. I think you might be able to help. It's complicated to explain, but her condition is similar to the after effects of a shadow roll. What are you talking about? She's your sister. Acting as a shadow is something only Eves can do. After a bit of commotion, Prey listened to my explanation, and fell into a complex expression. For a story heard so suddenly, it was long and heavy, so in a way, it was natural. When the story was over, I should give her some delicious snacks. You should give her more than that. Chris. In a way, this is a more serious situation than the after effects. In cases of suffering from Shadow Roll after effects, there is still an original personality to return to. Even if all original personality feels like events of the past, and like childhood memories. It's not the extent where memories are corrupted. So, it's closer to your current state. Thinking about it that way, that's quite an accurate diagnosis. Memories of the past do surface, but except for a few dramatic moments, they are often in the form of information rather than emotions. You're sharp, right? Regrettably. That's not the case for Michelle. Once the personality she was acting as disappears, virtually nothing remains. That's why she considers herself Michelle. Even more strongly. If Michelle was considered dead, her life becomes one where everything was fake. Her memories, her personality, even the memories she built up. But Michelle also noticed to some extent. There is a life that she built while knowing. So dismissing even that as a lie is a leap, I think. Facts aren't what's important, Chris. She's a child who lived relying solely on you, despite knowing the truth implicitly. Hearing the words Michelle is dead from you is like losing her last hope. Of course, since I'm not Michelle, I can't give you the right answer. But I know one thing. Michelle must be lonely, and she needs a helping hand. The only person who can help Michelle is you. And it's my responsibility. Now I have to resolve it. Good attitude. But instead of persuading her, maybe it's better to be honest. Michelle probably wants to not lose herself. More than she wants to remain Michelle. She's afraid of becoming nothing. Neither anyone's daughter nor sister. If you convey your feelings, and if it's sincere, a complete resolution might be hard. But I don't think it will end with Michelle disappearing. That's amazing, Prey. You probably haven't even met Michelle. So how do you know so well? Prey's words. Even to me, who spent almost my entire life with Michelle, showed she understood Michelle too well. Her perception of the events that occurred was as clear as if she had experienced them herself. Upon hearing my words, Prey let out a faint smile and spoke. Every Eve goes through an identity crisis at one point. Sometimes wanders, and sometimes makes the wrong choice. Prey. In my case, I entrusted my body to a mechanic with suspiciously fluent speech at a repair shop with a shady name and a gloomy outskirts of the city. I see. So that's how it was. Was it helpful? Of course. I'm convinced that Michelle will listen, just by doing what you said. The important thing is conveying your sincerity. So do not be swayed by the shell. Ahem. And about the compensation. Yes. The touch of a suspicious mechanic. Beginning now. Prey's request. The touch of a suspicious mechanic for Prey? Target moves. 80. Alright. And back we are. Alright, let's see what's up. Definitely this one first. Acquiring a unit. I will say, I mean, judging by the Steam achievement that I got, this is the last day, hypothetically. This feels weird. Anyways, judging by the... I can't do it with a straight face, I'm sorry. But no, judging by the achievement that we just got, this is the last day. I'm a little bit... I wouldn't say upset with how things turned out, like gameplay-wise. Because they had 2 special events where... Oh, I can't do that. No, I'm good for now. They had 2 special events that changed the gameplay a little bit. One being the exploding poison, and the other just being the... what do you call it? The virus. But they were only used twice, which is kind of strange to me at the very least. Oh, come on. Here. And 1 up. And we're good. Nice. You need to uncrawl your toes. This feels better. Since Eves have a structure similar to humans, muscle fibers can get stiff. Usually we call it a cramp. Dot to dot. Right. Good thinking. I guess you put them down. Jeez, that is a very large thing. I don't think I can do that just yet. I think I'm gonna have to do this one. The repair point. But yeah, no, the gameplay is... it's just the same. Not the same. What am I trying to say? Go over here. We need a big red one. Yeah, let's go over here. The gameplay... It's strange that they only did it like 1 time. I mean, I guess... in a way, I'm a little bit relieved since it was more of a chill experience overall because of that. But it's just weird. You know? I'm not used to only having very chill vibey experiences, if that makes any sense. Speaking of chill vibey experiences, how do I do this? That works. Alright. I need more red, but I only have a lot of yellow. I think I'm gonna convert a yellow into a red. Eventually. Then again, I do need more yellow for the upcoming repair system. I feel like I can do a little bit more here. And that he did. Nice. Alright. Shuffle this around a bit. Nice, nice. We're doing well. I would love to do more blue stuff, but I don't think I can. Huh. I think I might need to cash out this yellow pretty soon. Maybe? Or I can just continue with the red. I think I can actually just continue with the red now that I think about it. No. No, that works, actually. Alright. Nice. Some of that. I need more red. A lot more red. Not exactly what I wanted over there, but it's okay. But yeah, I think the ease of the gameplay, or I guess the the simplicity of the gameplay rather. It actually helps with just understanding the story a bit more, because you don't have to focus too much. I don't think. It's like I don't want to compare it to Bejeweled, but it is kind of like Bejeweled. You know what I mean? Let's do some of this. I do want a yellow over there. No. Can I get a yellow over here while also doing this? I can. I just went one far. Not exactly what I was thinking of, but sure. Let's do a bit of this. That seems fine. Click it in. So I don't have to worry about those two, and I can just focus on the red. Not sure if I want to do that. Let's go over here. And I mentioned like the mood it's set before as well. I like it a lot, okay? I like it a lot. I don't usually like shower games with like endless praise, but when they give me a moment to talk or a moment to yap by adding some like little break in the gameplay, or I guess the dialogue, it's actually quite nice. I do enjoy it. Huh. This is gonna be one of those games for the record. And I am self-aware. I am a very self-aware person most of the time. Hopefully. I hope. But this is gonna be one of those games that I want to show to friends, but I literally cannot just because of all the risque stuff inside of it. Which... add that to the pile, you know what I mean? Not that I hate it. It's just silly that it is one of those. No. I can make a tier 3. I just need to find out how. If only. Wait. No. Maybe... Nice. Good luck. Alright, click it in. When the maintenance is over, are you planning to talk to Michelle? If she answers, of course I plan to talk to her. If things work out well, I'll take you to a super delicious restaurant and feed you until you burst. Are you paying, Joe? Why would I say this? If I wasn't paying. Oh, okay, okay. Last time you said that, and then whined asking if we could go Dutch. That time, I hadn't saved up. I'm saving diligently these days. And besides, I'm going to get my money's worth back for what I feed you. Marriage. Alright. What was I yapping about? I was yapping about something. I'm sorry, that like broke my train of thought, if you will. My brain. Not exactly my brain, but a part of it. Huh. But yeah, I don't usually play story-based games. I've been trying to play more, by the way, which is why I see a lot more on the channel. I feel it's healthy. It gets a part of my brain working that doesn't really get used to too much, which is the one that reads. I don't read a lot of novels or books. I've never really wanted to be honest. It hasn't been like a dream of mine, but it's good. It feels good sometimes. Only sometimes. I do want to transform this into a yellow eventually. Yeah. But I also need one red and one larger red as well. So let's work on that first. Can I do anything here? I guess this is kind of good. Wait, which one is it? The lower one's the... okay. Yeah, the lower one is... boop, 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 boop. Just lift this up here, click it in, and now I only need to worry about the yellow, which is very, very nice. Nice indeed, always is. Can I do anything fancy over here? I mean, I can do this. I can shift this to the side. Helps me when I want to try and make another cascade. Huh. Alright. But yeah. I don't know. Like, the story doesn't seem too forced. Like, it's not trying to push any kind of agenda, which is what I kind of hate about, like, most stories, to be completely honest. Or the ones that I've read in the past. And the dialogue, it's very natural. It's very, very natural. Like, I can see that person saying this. Not everything. I think there's a few translational errors. Not errors. I mean, yeah. Yeah. I feel like there's a few translational errors for that like cause a little bit of repetition. But like it's good. I feel like the game is good. I like the game. Did I mention that yet? Yes, you did. Yeah. But yeah, I do like the game. It's very enjoyable. I do want to turn this yellow somehow. Let's do a bit of this. I don't really need to turn it yellow at the moment, though. I'm gonna shuffle you around. I'm doing dual chain thinking. I'm actually like using my brain a little bit. I mean, I was using my brain before, but like now it's a little bit more. You know what I mean? All right, that blue can definitely turn into a yellow once I am able to make it into a yellow. I don't really want to do any reds. They don't seem like they're going to help very much. Huh. I need more yellow, and I do have a lot of yellow, mind you. Maybe if I... This seems good, but it's not great, is the thing. This gives me a double, which is very, very nice. Also sorts out my stuff a little bit more. Maybe... I mean, I guess I could turn you red. I don't really think it's gonna help too much, though. It's gonna free up some board space, actually. Maybe I do that. Yeah, I'll do it. I don't think it counts as a move either. Go over here. But yeah, I've been getting perfect repairs, by the way, on the other two. This one's 80 moves, so it's a lot. Don't get me wrong. But I think if I play my cards right, I might be able to squeeze one out. One more perfect repair. I'm saying one more because every day has had like 2 repairs, I think. Every day in this game has had 2 repairs. So I'm just assuming now. Doesn't mean I'm right, just means that I have like a basis to go off of. Or had a basis to go off of. Boop. I'm assuming that this is one of the last. Boop. And we're locked in. Nice. Alright, Prey. Pure white android. Repaired Prey perfectly. Received a good evaluation for all repairs. Yo! Maintenance is done. You should get up. No. Do it a little more. It was too fast. Even if I wanted to go easy on you. I have no more services to offer. Do you know how many hours it's been? Hearing this, Prey looked at me in shock. Time? It's almost been 4 hours. Snap out of it. I'm screwed. I'm so sorry, boss. Prey scrambled to her feet and started pulling at the coat she had taken off. I'm rooting for you and Michelle. And don't forget Polar Night. Okay. Listening to Prey's freighting shout, I answered belatedly. And late in the evening, I sent a message to Michelle. Oh? My honest feelings. And all the stories until now. This is it, the indifferent yet meticulous D1AL-ogue manager I know. Have you come to your senses now? Repair time. Almost, that's a lot of minutes. But I did it in half the move count. Half the move count, that's quite good. That's quite nice. Save this. December 21. Choice? Wait, I get to choose? Wait, I have a dialogue option? Okay. Wait, actually, I'm finishing this out then. Okay, sorry. Polar Night Day. Oh, it's Polar Night Day. Oh, happy Polar Night! Enjoy Chroma City's brightest night! Finally, Chroma City's biggest festival, Polar Night Day, has dawned! Today, December 21st, is the last Polar Night of the year, and the day to illuminate that darkness with the most beautiful light. Citizens who may have felt uneasy due to recent unexpected disturbances in various parts of the city, please rest assured now. Thanks to the prompt action of Sunshine Corps and the independent government, the city has regained perfect stability. Today, leaving all antagonism and conflict behind, is the time to fully enjoy the glory and achieved by our Chroma City. Today, our output of the neon shine, streetlights, and beacons across the city will operate at 150% compared to normal times. Along with the optimal serotonin levels provided by the nanocatalysts in your bloodstream, you will experience a warmer and more vibrant sense of happiness than before. The shadows of depression and anxiety will lift, and only the heat of the festival will fill the city center. Okay, I just wanted to get through that quickly. But yeah, it's Polar Night Day! Yeah! Yippee! The final event lighting up the city of the year in Chroma City. Neon signs were twinkling, and the streets should have been full of people. But the dim maintenance shop was filled only with silence. Really? The blackout for the festival was partly the cause. Oh yeah, the blackout. But for D1AL-ogue, the Eve maintenance shop specializing in psychotherapy, it was a little different. He went outside! Oh! Even as time passed, maybe? There was no response from Michelle. Oh. It showed that the message was received, but she made no reply and showed no gesture. It's almost time for the appointment. No matter how depressed she is, a promise is a promise. Quiet street with not a single point of light, looking up at the night sky. I prepare to leave. Input cancelled. Input cancelled. Hi. Michelle. I thought you'd be happier to see me. Your reaction is unexpectedly dull. Maybe I should have ghosted you for a few more days. It was just so sudden. I didn't know how to react. I'm really, really glad to see you. I read your message. Just as my feelings are my own, your thoughts are your own. Even if I'm not your sister, I understood that you don't want to lose me. It might sound contradictory, but I thought being honest was the best way. Whoever you are. Talking to you every day was fun. And it became a habit for me. Who am I? Michelle. Michelle's dead. But I am Michelle. That fact made me hate myself. To the people who love me, I feel like a monstrosity. That only revives their pain. That's disappearing. Was the right thing to do. Those thoughts filled my head. We had a lot of fun times too. That was the only way I could overcome my doubts. You cherishing me, caring for me, and loving me, when I thought I was just an illusion created by drugs. I feel like I lost my last bit of worth. Because I have Michelle's memory. I was just making the people Michelle loved, and the people who loved Michelle, suffer. Disappearing quietly. Must be the answer. If it were my sister, she would have done that. Because she hated causing trouble for others. Right. It was a Michelle-like choice. That I, who wanted to remain as Michelle, could make for the last time. But you told me that even if I'm not Michelle, I have worth. Whether I'm Michelle or not. You asked me to stay by your side. Those were the words I wanted to hear the most. Even without pretending to be Michelle. You are fun. Sometimes you can give counseling, and sometimes you're someone I can rely on. The problem was that I couldn't be like that. After getting your message, I pondered what if I am? If I'm not Michelle? In the first place, I realized I couldn't even understand what defines Michelle. Memories, habits, emotions? The conviction that I am Michelle? Then I realized what you meant by I don't know. That you were in this state too. Right. I couldn't be sure if Michelle was dead, or if you weren't Michelle. I couldn't be certain. I didn't know what the right answer was. And then somebody said this. Then be honest. Then do your best. If you can't know what the truth is, do what you want. Living that way I want. Is that what you want? Yes. That's everything. ... Chris. Then, can I do as I want? And selfishly, stay by your side? The story with Michelle wasn't a perfect ending, but precisely because of that, it was more than enough to paint the stories that would follow. However, while I was distracted by the distant future, I missed what was right in front of me. Oh yeah, it is Polar Night Day, isn't it? I was late. Very, very late. Because of Michelle's sudden message, I had completely forgotten about the appointment. When I belatedly told Michelle this fact, she asked, "Are you just slacking off with something that important coming up?" And told me to get lost immediately. I smiled awkwardly, hurriedly finished getting ready, and frantically typed a message to someone. Wait, what? Wait, what? Save! Save! Alright, so I'm gonna go through all these endings, as is the way of the visual novel reader. But, let's start with Michelle. But we have an option to the reserved restaurant to soothe Prey, who must be furious, to the promenade with a night view to help Leanne, sorry, who is shivering in the cold, to the plaza where Orca is to repay my debts and convey my respect, to the observatory where I reserve to show Michelle the city night view. Alright, let's go to Michelle first. And then we'll go to Prey. Did you trick me? You chose Lene. Why? Why? Solar Polar Night. Greeted the festival. Sorry, there was achievements. I love achievements. The night sky of the polar night day. The light of the chromatic zenith was brightening the city like broad daylight. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. The gorgeous streets. And even more gorgeous signboards and antique decorations. The beauty made my heart, already daunted by the missing reservation, feel even more dejected. What is this? You said you had plans on a precious polar night evening. So I'd let you go thinking that you might have gotten a girlfriend or something. Maybe you should have gone for Barry. You came just to take pictures. It's hard to get a reservation here. It's famous for having the best view of the chromatic zenith. That's fine. But I'm pointing out that there was no one by your side. In case you contacted me, I wanted to show you. Me? Why? Chroma City is a harsh place. Too many people suffer, and enraged victims turn into perpetrators. Even so, I wanted to show you that Chroma's polar night can be a beautiful day. I wanted to show you that. Well, it's a finished story, but I'm not exactly a singular variable. I was part of your plan after all. That's what you're saying. Right. Of course, it was a plan that isn't really needed now. But since I paid a lot for the reservation, it's a waste not to go. I feel like I've been tricked somehow. Oh, they say we can go in. Let's hurry. Oh, that's so sweet! We ruined Prey's evening, I'm so sad. But that's so sweet! Oh my gosh. Alright. I'm gonna press escape to skip and we can go right into the Prey ending. December 25th. What? Too many people, I'm doomed! This is a disaster! Is that Prey? That's Prey and her boss! Her boss! Hey, Prey, what are you doing hiding under the counter? Where did the buff girl's strong heart O'Hara kept going on about go? Hey, O'Hara's strength is about the will to fight evil alone. It's different from acting like an attention seeker in front of the crowd. Oh yeah, it's the cosplay event you were mentioning. Nina, Prey, what are you doing? Come out and spread this noble buff girl spirit. I don't know what to give you. The captain is calling. Time to move out and protect the citizens, right? Yeah, seriously. Fine, I'm going. I said I'm going. So we spend the night with Prey later, and that's Leanne. What's all this? You're too kind, Chris. I know you're trying to be considerate, but ignoring my signals until the very end, it's really cruel. Never mind that. What's in the syringe in your hand? It's a drug that makes you honest. Let go of complex thoughts and just relax. No, that is definitely an anesthetic. You are gonna do insane things to me while I'm asleep. Just hearing the description makes me sound dangerous. No way, it's very safe. I already took it myself. You are being honest, actually. Especially in the eyes. What? It should be kicking in right about now. How is it? Do you feel anything? That's so sweet! Oh my gosh! Are you scared? How did you know? This is my first time on a bike. Or, how did you know? This is my first time on a bike. The wind is terrifying. So that's our character. That's our guy. You passed the stopping point, so I can't stop now. If you'd like, you can hold on to my tail. Your tail? My tail is also used for rescue purposes. So it handles vibration well... Yeah. Wait. That part has a lot of nerves. Yeah, you're holding onto her stomach, rather. Sorry, you hold habit from being a mechanic. Then what about here? Yeah. Orca, if you wrap your tail around my neck, I can't breathe. December 31st. Michelle? There, almost done. How does it feel? Not at all. My joints are creaking. I had to make sure you could move first. Use some emergency spare parts. You don't mean that junk piled in the warehouse, do you? You know exactly what my bank account looks like. Then restore my backup. Being data is better than being in a body I can barely control. Oh, you were just data before. Oh, okay. Can't do that. Why not? I already put it out in an ad. Said I hired a cute and capable new employee. Dot dot dot. Give me a cute smile, please. You'd better swap these for high-quality parts later. Got it? Aw, that's adorable! That's adorable! Alright! I'm gonna get the endings first. Alright, now we go to Prey. To the dessert restaurant to soothe Prey, who must be furious. Hello, Prey! Spent no polar night day with Prey. The night sky of polar night day. The light of the chromatic zenith was brightening the city like a broad daylight. You're late. Extremely late. Sorry. Michelle contacted me suddenly. It was an important day. I should have paid more attention. Michelle? Finally? Hearing that and seeing your expression, it seems like things went well. Even though you're late, you had a grinning face. So I was planning to get really annoyed. It's a long story to explain. But anyways, it's resolved well. She even cheered me on. To go quickly and do well. On today's date. He acknowledges it! Yo! Is that so? Then come here right now. Wait. We're in front of the restaurant and people are watching. Doing this here is a bit... Does that matter? Today, yo. Should be happier than anyone else. Meeting a precious person. Eating delicious food. And with that person you love. Falling asleep happily is all you need to do. You can think about other things later. For now, just focus on that. Got it? Ray buried her face in my chest. Mumbled. I rolled my eyes around, checking if the staff were glaring at us, and my gaze was stolen by a phrase seen through the glass window. Today is Happy Polar Night Day. With a lighter heart, I stroked Prey's hair and quietly closed my eyes, because today is a happy Polar Night Day. That's adorable! Oh my god, that's adorable, it's so cute! Alright, now to completely forgo Prey's plans and go to Leanne. The night sky, Polar Night Day. Spent Polar Night Day with Leanne. The light of the chromatic zenith was brightening the city like broad daylight. The wind was quite cold. That might sound like I want to go back soon. Then how about the moon is bright tonight? You're saying that's in the top four most cliche pickup lines in history? I worked so hard to come up with a... Oh wait, no, I'm delving into the Prey voice. Hello, Leanne. Sorry I'm late. How about the air is nice? I think the cheek vibe would be good. Leanne? Huh? You're here? You've been waiting. I'm really sorry for being late. Something urgent came up. No, I just got here too. Anyways, the night air is nice, isn't it? Your ears are caught bright red. Are you sure you weren't waiting? Come here. Leanne, who had always thoroughly prepared, couldn't possibly have been waiting, and seeing how she usually likes to wear thick clothes, I was worried about Leanne, who must be very sensitive to the cold. I took my hands out of my pockets and covered Leanne's ears. Chris? Wait, I don't know how to react to this. They're really cold. Sorry for being late. Michelle contacted me. Not everything is resolved, but I'm relieved for now. Whatever happens in the future, I have you, Leanne. And there will be enough people to help. So I'm not that worried. That's a relief. Feeling your warm hands, and hearing such good news, I feel like my anxiety is washing away. Then Leanne. Shall we walk a bit? No. Let's stay like this for a bit. Not just a bit. Forever would be even better. Leanne, who isn't honest with herself, slowly snuggled into my arms. And for a very long time, we felt each other's warmth. Eventually, I caught a cold, and Leanne needed her heat control unit replaced. But after that day, Polar Night became painted with warm happiness. As warm as Leanne's body temperature. Lying curled up in a bed together. And listening to Michelle's nagging. Was unbelievably grateful. So I would quietly pray that this moment would last forever. Pray. That's brutal to put her name inside that, by the way. That's crazy. Anyways, let's go on to the next ending. Alright, this time let's go to Orca. To the plaza where Orca is, to replay my debts and convey my respect. She didn't think she would choose it. Okay. Fair enough. The night sky of Polar Night Day. The light of the chromatic zenith was brightening the city like broad daylight. Rum rum, rumble. Screech and a thud. Startled by the earth-shattering sound, I turned around. I saw a familiar face. Orca? Was that a bike sound just now? Yes. You weren't answering my calls. And we're at the meeting place. So I was looking around to see if something happened to you. I heard she had a hobby of riding bikes. But a sound that literally shakes the heaven and earth. Orca was someone who was hard to predict. I'm sorry. I was the one who suggested it. But I ended up making you suffer instead. It's okay. It looks like you had your reasons. A lot has happened. I didn't tell you, because I was afraid you'd feel responsible. But I had some trouble because of the things from the past. Seeing you talk about it so casually, it must have been resolved well. Yes. Thanks to your advice, Orca. I only talked about what I'd like. Rather, I was happy to have someone listen to me. And from what you were saying, today's appointment was made to thank me. That's right. I wanted to convey my sincerity to you, whom I'm always indebted to. Since we're on the subject, let me say one thing. Thank you, Orca. I quietly held out my hand towards Orca. My respect. And other complex feelings. Meaning that I could look forward to working with you. It's a burdensome. Sorry, I did act suddenly. No, it's not like that. A man's hand. It's my first time holding one. ... Please take care of me. Orca holding out her hand cutely. To think she was such a cool person. Could be this cute. Orca's hand was smaller and warmer than I thought. To think she saved people with these hands. Then I also look forward to it. Cool yet cute. Strong yet timid. Orca with mysterious charms. Expectations for a new relationship with Orca were already beginning to sprout. Aw, that's sweet. You're not best girl though, I'm sorry. Anyways. Yeah, let me go to the, actually, I'm gonna do my final thoughts while the credits are playing, you know what I mean? But yeah, I actually really enjoyed the game. Everything about it was really nice, aesthetically pleasing. They had a nice, like, back and forth between gameplay and story that I liked a lot. Because, like, it wasn't 100% gameplay, it wasn't 100% story, it was nice. It was very relaxing. I liked the game a lot. But yeah. Also, just for the record, I will say Prey is best girl for obvious reasons. Anyone can debate with me on that, but like Prey is just best girl. I will not be changing my opinion. Like I don't really give like opinions normally when playing like story-based games, because honestly the story has a story to tell. As long as they don't like shove it in my face, I don't really mind it. And it was very nice. It was very like, how do you say? It was relaxing. It was natural. The story was natural. I liked it a lot. But yeah, if you want to try out this game for yourself, it is inside the description. Go into the description. It's free. Did I mention it was free? I think I mentioned that on the first day. Maybe. And if I didn't, then I apologize. But yeah, go show the devs some love, of course. Follow them on Twitter or something. I don't know. They are Korean, just mind that. But yeah. But yeah, I will say, this is a game jam game, or was a game jam game that was made into a full game afterwards. Which for, like, the deadline is kind of crazy, you know what I mean? It's kind of insane. But yeah. Anyways, have a nice morning, afternoon, and / or evening. And I'll see you guys whenever I do another series like this. But yeah, that's gonna be the end for D1AL-ogue. Have a good morning. Yeah, I already said it. I already said the outro, you know the drill. But yeah, have a good one. Hope you enjoyed. And subscribe if you want to see, like, more content like this. Let me know in the comments too, because, like, this is like kind of like an unnatural form of content for me. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, I'm glad to hear. Anyways, see ya.